Oh. Volcano DBX. What's up, you guys? Etang Skates coming back at you with another product review. Today I got my hands on one of the Deluxe Dbx Volcano boards. These boards are crazy thin and have volcano ply in them, and I'm very interested in trying this board.
Welcome to my workshop.
I threw on my new locker shoes with the hard bushing in the rear, but I'm super excited to see how this skates. Yeah, let's get into it. Oh yeah, so for this board also I'm going to be reviewing Alveer grip tape. Alveer is this black grip. Usually I do crazy grip jobs. I still did a bit of a grip job with the flames and the clear. The clear is mob, FYI. But most of this is Alveer grip tape. And I'm very interested to see how this Alveer works. Very shiny, very grippy. It almost feels like mob or that Jessup Ultra. Almost very similar to Pepper. So I'm gonna be letting you guys know how Alveer works. See if it peels right off the board or works really good. Damn, that feels really good. Now I'm gonna test how snappy it is. Since I'm coming off of 7-ply, this feels crazy light. Like I can really feel the thinness. But then it's still nice and sturdy. Definitely reminiscent of a Powell and Flight. That's not an ad. I don't know what to say. Oh my god. I don't think I ever did nollie tray and tray flip back to back. The board just hit the wall. Board just zinged out and hit the ledge right there. There's the damage. That could have been a chip, but because this is that crazy material, it is not chipped. Trippy.
I put the light down, and I was weak to do it.
That was the worst smith of my life.
What the fuck? Dude, this is not mine, but this shit is going so fast. You sure about that? Where are you going?
All right, you guys. I think I've skated the board enough to give you guys a solid first impressions on the Deluxe Dbx Volcano boards. This is going to be the same as a Krooked, Anti-Hero, and a Reel. But, okay. This board is high performance. I am genuinely amazed at how well this board is skating. And I can fully tell you that I bought this board. Anti-Hero, or I mean, Deluxe did not send me this board. So I'm genuinely saying that. This board is literally lighter and literally pops better than a 7-ply. It is so odd. It feels lighter, like a feather, but then it's thinner. So like on my tray flips, it was just zero effort. Just so light and flippy, which for some people is going to be too light. But because I have big ass wheels, 875 trucks, I feel like this board just got the weight reduction it's always needed. I am just seriously stoked how this board is skating. First off, I want to note that since this board is so thin, it does seem to razor tail faster. For one day of skating, that's pretty bad, but also because I can expect that these thinner boards razor tail faster, I'm not mad. And also, this pop was genuinely crispy. Genuinely just poppy. I don't get it. That nollie tray I did, that was the best experience with a nollie tray I've ever had on a new board. That might have something to do with the Alveer grip tape. So this Alveer grip tape, I've been loving it. It is really, really sticky and nice and flippy. I don't get it. I've been flipping and gripping all day and ripping. Seva Krooked, he knows what's up for grip tape formula. I don't understand why this grip tape is just like sticking to the shoes so nicely, but it feels a little bit different than Mob, a little bit different than anything else. I'm really having a hard time describing it because it does genuinely feel slightly different. It's definitely on that grippier end of grip tape. This isn't like Jessup where it's kind of smooth. It's not really like Grizzly. This is more of like a Mob or a Pepper extra grippy, but it isn't too grippy where it's like destroying your shoes. I don't know. This is a very nice grip formula. I'm really, really liking Alveer grip. If you're wondering about it, try it. It is solid. As for this Krooked DBX board, I'm seriously in love with this setup. With the Grind King Locker 2s, bringing the wheelbase all the way in. I don't know. This board is so nice. Alright, you guys, final thoughts, final first impressions, review, whatever you want to call it. This is what I think of the DBX board. This board is so good. I am really liking how this board skated. It skated super well for me. It feels super light. I love the fact that it doesn't splinter your fingers because of the basalt. There's a look at a little bit of wear, but overall, this board, there's a little dent. This board is in really good shape, and I think I can predict how it's going to skate the rest of its life. Since I've skated VX and flight boards, this is not the same as a VX and a flight board because it's not really going for the most durable skateboard ever. It's just thinner, lighter, and I will say this, it feels better for like flip tricks. On slappy grinds, I couldn't really tell. On transition, you don't really need a thinner board, but a stronger board is always useful. That's where I found this board has some perks. It felt a bit more strong than a standard 7-ply, but it also feels a bit more flexy. It has a lot of flex, I feel like, but that's almost how all these boards are. The flight board felt really stiff at first, and then it kind of will sog out if you leave it in your car. And then this board, it feels stiff, but almost it has enough give that it feels very reminiscent of standard 7-ply. That's because it is a lot of wood here. Those basalt layers are just really thin layers. And I wonder what the basalt looks like before they put it in the board. Like, is this like a fabric-y material? Is it like a wood? It's so thin, so they probably won't tell anybody. But overall, if you were thinking about trying one of these DBX boards, I'd give it a go. It definitely is skating better than a regular board. I wouldn't get this to go skate street. You're going to destroy any board doing that. And doing that with $100+ board is kind of silly when you could probably land whatever trick you're trying on a standard wood board. I skated a standard wood board between this board, and I set this DBX back up, And I will say the DBX is just a funner time. You really get used to how light the board feels. At first it might be too light, but then after a while you're like, wow, that board was light. So that's a big plus for these DBX boards. Alveer grip tape, Etang approved. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned, you guys. More content on the way. Grind King Locker 2 video coming soon. Updated review.